Social media, friends, schoolwork, makeup and beauty are among a few things that influence young people greatly. It is said that it is very difficult to build, have and maintain confidence. The irony about confidence is that it is just one of those things you have to instill within yourself. For example, if an individual doesn't feel beautiful enough and someone compliments this particular individual, telling them they are beautiful, it is very difficult for them to believe it because they themselves don't have confidence in their beauty. Hi friends, welcome to a new episode of Blessed Unity Unmasked. I'm so happy to be here and I'm so glad that all of you are here, with me in this new episode, in this new journey. And what we're doing here is just uncovering pertinent issues that affect us as the youth. So today we're going to be guided by a memory verse from the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. And it says, "For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and of sound mind." And I'm not alone today. I have a guest with me today. And our guest is a final year student at Daystar, studying a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Health in Daystar University. And he is also head of research at the Public Health Association of Daystar. Most importantly, yani yule msi kama si sote, si wote ni wale wasi. So karibu sana Nyingi Wahome. Thank you so much for gracing us. And we're going to be talking about how to build confidence within ourselves. And it's not the easiest thing. It's not an automatic thing. You don't sleep, wake up and you have confidence. So the first thing is, how does one lose confidence in the first place?
Well, you can lose confidence in many ways. I think we can start with what confidence is. Because if I say I'm confident, what exactly does that mean? I think confidence has two parts. There's being able to perform under a high amount of pressure, and there's what value you give to the world. So if you're put on stage and everyone is watching you, and how are you able to perform? Are you able to still do what it is that you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
While being looked at by all of those people. It's a high pressure situation. So one way that someone can lose confidence is if they feel embarrassed in such a situation. And if someone is embarrassed on stage or under a high pressure situation, then they would never want to put themselves in a high pressure situation again, and they would not feel so highly of themselves after a situation like that. When it comes to the value that they give, so if someone feels that they are not valuable, that they don't have much to give other people in the world, then internally they lose confidence within themselves. So I think those are the
ways you can lose confidence. It's funny because a lot of young people out there struggle with confidence, and as youth, basically, we're talking about confidence maybe in school, campus, or work, wherever you work, and even seeing people above you, because there are very many things that are not talked about, even academic depression, and you lose that confidence within yourself, and you tell yourself, no, I've not performed like my friends, so I don't deserve it. But there's also being confident and being very proudful. What's the thin line between those two, or is it a thin line?
Well, I think there's definitely a line between the two of them, because being confident and knowing that I have value within myself, or that I have something that only I can give the world, is a very different situation from I am better than everyone. Those are two very different ways of thinking. If you feel within yourself that you have something that the world needs that you can give them, and you go out with the intention to give that thing, while still respecting people, and knowing that if I have something that the world needs from me, then there's also things that other people can give Yeah. And respecting the fact that people also have their gifts and what they can give to the world, then pride takes a step back. Yeah. So how you view other people in your pursuit of confidence is what determines whether you'll be prideful or not. Yeah. So you need respect for other people and for the value that they give to the world for you to avoid pride.
Okay.
Yeah. But it is very, very possible to be extremely confident and humble at the same time.
Okay. I think pride is one of those things that I don't know how I've never encountered somebody who's extremely proud. God forbid. It's not my portion. Because I feel like people who are proud just think the world revolves around them. And it's just one of those things that, I have value within myself. And yeah, I know I have value within myself. And this particular value is very, very important. So you know what? The world revolves around me because I have this value within myself. But putting that person in a space near somebody who does not have confidence at all, what can that do to this person who does not have confidence at all?
Well, then, if you have someone who's prideful, and I would believe that they only see the value that they have, and not the value that other people have.
Okay.
And if they believe that, then they would reinforce the fact that someone else doesn't feel valuable. So, for example, if I'm shy and I don't feel like I have much to give in this room, everyone is better than me and there's nothing here there's no value I can add to this room, then I would be already very maybe self-conscious and low. I'd be very not confident. And if someone comes feeling that they are the only person who is of value in the room, that's a complete opposite of what I would be feeling. And they would continuously reinforce the fact that I'm feeling low. It's like, just confirming my beliefs. You get? So someone who would be prideful would probably make someone who's not confident feel even less confident. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's how it would definitely affect that person.
Okay. So what are some very practical steps a young person can take to just start the journey of building their confidence again?
Well, there's those two ways that I talked about confidence existing, and in each of them you can do several things. But I think the first step is to understand that there's confidence from outside, like your relationship with everyone else, and there is confidence from within. It's how you feel about yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. When it comes to confidence outside, then you have performing under pressure. So there's a high pressure situation, and I have to be able to perform. I have to be able to. So, for example, if this interview was a high pressure situation for me, then it's can I still give the content that I have, that I know I have in this situation. You can have someone who's very, very smart, but when they're put in such a situation, content in a disappear. It's like you're trying to do an exam, but you've never been in an exam, but the invigilator is someone who's very, very strict and content just disappears. Yeah, being able to perform in that situation takes confidence. Yeah. And there's two ways you can do it. So either you build on your ability. So, for example, if I'm going to do that exam, then I study. I go in that exam knowing that I have studied and I know my stuff. Yeah? Another way to do it is to put yourself in those situations.
Okay.
Yeah? So you don't expect to get out from being an introvert and enjoying your alone time and being comfortable there, to standing up on stage and being okay in front of everyone, acting a show. Yeah, you'd need to, ease yourself into it. You can jump into it and, go on stage and shake yourself. It's okay. But the point is, you're getting better at it every single day. You get used to it. Or boy child, you're afraid of talking to girls, go talk to girls. Practice, go mess up, go to the next person, learn from your mistakes, and keep growing. But the way to look at it, because it's still scary to go up on stage, even though you want to develop yourself. If you look at it as each experience I have in a high pressure situation gets me closer to being the best version of myself. Okay. And when you go into that situation, you're not trying to do all the right things. You're trying to understand yourself, to learn yourself. So you feel that anxiety and you're like, oh, what's going on?
That's true.
And if the thought in your head is, I'm just here to learn about myself a bit more, then it's a lot less pressure than if you're focused on, I want to get everything perfectly right in this situation. And you'll find it's very nice it's actually funny sometimes. You can turn many things around when you mess up on stage, for example. You trip and you fall, and you stand up and you dust yourself and be like, ni shoelaces. You can make a joke.
I agree.
But it depends on your mentality. If you go in with the mentality of everything should be perfect and you mess up, then you'd crash from within. Yes. So if the mentality you have on stage is that of, I'm here to learn a bit more about myself and to understand how my mentality is on stage, something like that, then even though you trip, it would be, whoops, I've tripped. Now what will I do in this situation, And it might be scary and everything, but most likely when you ask people, what wawajali, guys really just don't care. And again, there was something I was asked once, and it was, try and remember the previous, the best car you've seen before, or the last good car you saw on the road, and you probably went like, hey, now you got me surfing once, hey, but then how long did that thought stay in your mind? You can sit with it for a few minutes, like, hey, hata mimi siku moja I have to get on like that, or blah blah blah, or it starts a conversation with you and a friend, but 5 minutes maximum, and
the thought disappears.
It's gone. You won't think about that thing again.
That's true.
Now imagine if that person bought a car, ndio aonekane. So the whole point of buying that car was for 5 minutes of your attention. You get? It's so sad. So think about it now the other way around. If something bad happens, you trip on stage, then people will be like, ha 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 ha, blah 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 blah. If it's something funny, or if it's something they find funny, and they laugh, and maybe 5 minutes again, it will be on their minds. And then it's gone. And then it's over. That's gone. It's gone from their minds, kabisa. And if you continue sitting like, damn, I'm the guy who fell on stage, you're focused on something that doesn't really exist in people's minds anymore. And even if they see you and they remember, ulianguka stage, it'll be like, nilianguka. And then for a minute of that conversation will be about falling, and then after that you move on to other things. It doesn't define you. Mistakes don't define you, But I think that's That's one way to start building confidence. Get out of your comfort zone. Go and do something that
you're scared about.
Yes, that makes you uncomfortable. The more you do that, the less things make you uncomfortable. Yeah, and you'd be able to perform very well under very high pressure situations many times. So I think that would be a really good starting point in terms of action. Yeah, but I think there's also what you can do about yourself within. Yeah, so that deals with high pressure situations, things that are outside. But what about your own personal value? So there's different ways that people feel valuable. You know, you find there's people who feel valuable by making other people feel bad. You know, so
stop it. That's bad behavior.
But you find people are just bullies, and they'll come and they'll like, blah, 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 and it's just a joke and stuff, and that's the kind of jokes that they make. And you know, among boys, sometimes that's just how we make jokes. It's just all fun and games. But there's other people whose intention is to actually hurt you. Yeah, you need to know the difference, especially if you're a guy, so that you know who you're dealing with. Yeah, but you find there's people who just want to beat you down. There's other people who would want to win. They just always want to win. It's like you're talking about something. It could be even something bad, like hey manze, your exam ilikuwa ngumu. Hata ujui yangu. Yeah. Wow. You know, just for nothing. Why? Why is it a fight? But why? You know, just accept that my day was bad. It doesn't have to be a competition.
Yours has to be worse than mine.
You know, yeah. But everything is just always about winning. It's either mine is better or mine is worse. It's just winning. Yeah. And then there's people who beg for attention. You know, so they'll give up their comfort to do something for someone just so that person can give them a bit of attention. So they're basically begging. These are like, if you've watched movies, these are the guys who the first thing they do is buy you a drink. Yani, I've never seen you in my whole life, but I've already started buying you things.
You're coming to me, talking.
Yeah.
So you're being realist.
From the beginning, yani atujawai onana. You know nothing about me, not even my name. Why are you buying that person things? Yeah.
Why are you buying me things?
You know, it's basically saying, here, have this, and for as long as you're drinking this, you owe me your time. So let's talk. They might end up being a really cool person, but it's not. It's still kind of like begging for attention. Yes. Yeah. So then there's people who feel good when they give. You know, you find there's these people who they're really fun to be around because they'll always hype you up. It's like, hey, what do William say? You know, stuff like that. They're always trying to make you feel better. You know, and that's how they feel good. They feel good when you feel good. And, you know, you need to first see which one you are in those 4 areas, and then choose which one you want to be. Yeah. The first ones that I talked about are not exactly the best. They're you know, you'll find places where if you're constantly begging for attention, you'll find someone who just doesn't want your stories, no matter what you do. Yeah, and that has nothing to do with you, but it'll make you feel bad. You find the people who want to compete, if they get beaten at a competition, then they feel bad. You get, if you find people who want to just tear everyone else down, then when someone says something smart and tears and has a comeback that's nice, they feel bad, you know. But you find someone whose their intention is to hype other people up, then if any of those things come at them, if someone tries to tear them down or blah blah blah, it's just a matter of understanding. It's like, that's not going to make me feel worse, because how I feel, not feel worse, but it won't make me any less valuable, you know. But you need to decide which one you want.
Those people.
Yeah. First, notice which one you are, and then move towards being the person who finds value in making other people feel good or find value. Yeah.
Me, first let me even say, if you are the kind of people who everything in life is a competition, you are a red flag. You are a red flag. You are a red flag. I'm here to tell you, you are a red flag, because there's no way because life is a journey. There's no way everything can be a competition. Oh, we're drinking water. Let me finish this water fast so that. Surely. We're coming to church. We're going to be there. We're supposed to be in church by 8 a.m. for the service. Oh, let me wake up early. I need to be in church by 7:30. I'll be there first. How can everything in life be a competition? You're a red flag, you know. I don't want to hear it. Anyway.
Actually, even those concern those ones who tear you down. Hey.
You are a red flag. You are a red flag. No, let's even use things that we talk about every day. Yeah, you're in class. You've written a paper, and then you get maybe a B. I saw this video. I'll try and look for it. I saw this video on TikTok, and this person, she turned around. She had a 98% on her test, so she turned around and showed the person, and then the other person turned his paper, and it was written 99%. She felt bad. Tore the paper, tore everything, removed everything. Yummy. It's like everything is such. She was seeking validation of sorts. She was seeking, like, the effects of you not having confidence are so much, and life just becomes so difficult for you when you don't believe in yourself, because nobody else will do it for you. Okay, so as we wrap up, we've seen the verse for today is from 2 Timothy 1-7, and talking about confidence, and a very good reminder is to remind young people of how God actually just loves you, and that in itself should give you a lot of confidence, because for God has not given us the spirit of fear. When God was making givers, and they're like 2 drops of fear, one drop of discomfort in life, like, no. God didn't make you like that. God was like, he'll give you love, he'll give you power, you'll come and reign. So as we just wrap up, how can we encourage young people to just be the best version of themselves, instead of just always sitting, looking at what people. But then let me also say social media. Social media. Let's talk about social media for a bit. How has social media contributed to people not having confidence?
Well, one very, very key one is that it gives. If I post on my Instagram, for example, I'll post the nice things I'm doing, or the fun things I'm doing, or the nice people I've met and stuff, and that's the content I'll see at home also. Yeah. So say I've had a boring day, I've done just been hanging out, studying, whatever, and I'll open my social media, and this guy has gone, I don't know, he went to Coast, amepelekwa sijui wapi, this other one has gone on a date, this is making cash using NFTs, and all of that stuff, yeah. And I compare myself to them. That's the problem. So when it comes to social media, you have people comparing themselves with other people.
Yeah.
Now, my life isn't so good because I'm seeing other people, doing nice things and stuff. And the thing about it is what makes you valuable how much you post on social media, or how many likes you get, or something, or are you any less valuable because someone has a good life? Yeah, does your value depend on you being the best one? That comparison is almost like the guy who's competing all the time. It's like hata mimi nafanyanga vitu poa. Like it's really, can you catch yourself you know. So it's not that you beat yourself up because you find yourself thinking like that. It's like, oh, why am I feeling bad? I should be happy for my friend, you know. And then you work towards being happy for your friend, you know. So it's not that you you sit there and beat yourself up because I'm feeling bad because I was feeling bad. Now you're just feeling worse because you're feeling.
You know, that's the funny thing. There's no reason. There's actually no reason for you to feel bad. At the end of the day, clap for others. The time for you to be clapped for is coming. It's not that it's not going to come. It will. But you staying there saying, you know, no, ata ameenda Dubai, ata, you know, oh my friend. Face your front.
Another thing is also, are you doing things so that you can get clapped for? Do you want to be seen or do you want to enjoy the experience? You know, so for example, my friend has gone to Dubai. Are you asking, oh, how was Dubai, so that you can go to Dubai, or so that you can know how your friend found Dubai or something like that? Or are you feeling bad that they went to Dubai, you know? So catch yourself in those moments and ask yourself, is this really what our friend is supposed to do, or is this really what makes me valuable? How can something like this make me, you know, ruin my day?
Just live a humble life. Just live a humble life. At the end of the day, as you said in our memory verse, God has given you this, has not given you the spirit of fear. God doesn't want you to feel bad about yourself. God wants you to live a very good life, wants you to have a very productive life and stuff like that. And God really does love you. So at the end of the day, don't feel bad about other things. It's easier said than done. It really is. But let's start there. Acknowledge that you're God's child. Acknowledge that God really, really loves you. And acknowledge that God gave you power and love and sound mind. And with those three things, you can really move forward and tell yourself, you know what, okay. I mean, there's a lot of peer pressure among us. And as young people are at different levels. Others are now in school trying to figure out what they're even doing, what's going to happen next and stuff like that. Others have graduated. Others are working. Others are at the stage where they're supposed to be working but they don't have jobs. People are looking for jobs. People are looking for school fees. It's a wide range of levels that you expecting to be on the same level with somebody else might not really work for you because you're not in the same journey. You're not living the same. It's not, oh, me and Njoki, because Njoki is now doing third year classes and me I've just joined, me I want to do third year classes.
It could even be your siblings, you know. Say, for example, your sibling. For example, I have a sister and she's very, very good at art, you know. Now, if she goes out and becomes a very, very good artist, you know, and may draw stickmen badly, you know, at a circle sees each other vizuri. You get, why would I feel bad because she's succeeding?
Why?
You know, the thing is, if the feeling comes and it comes naturally, it's not like you wanted to feel it. Yeah. So the thing is, don't beat yourself up. It's question it. It's like, oh, mbona nasikia hivi. Even that thing on stage, you go up, you're feeling, you know, you question it. Just be like, why am I feeling like this? You know, what's going on in my mind right now? Go home, write about it. Just write on a piece of paper. You're just like, I felt like this and this and this and this and this, blah, blah, blah. Maybe it was because of this, maybe it was because of this. And you'll find things that you can find ways to work on it. Another one that I should probably add there is read. Read. There is nothing new under the sun. There is no problem that you are going through that someone else hasn't gone through. You get, you're struggling to talk to a girl. Go read. There's 1,000. There's so much content out there. You know, obviously there's some people who are just, you know, like even them they're not as successful as they say, but it's still better than sitting down and feeling bad.
Yeah.
You go and you learn from someone else. Yeah. And even the things that I know now and the way I speak with authority, it's not things that I was born knowing.
Yeah.
You know, I've picked them up on the way. I've had my fair share of problems and I've gone and I've studied and I've learned. You know, I've wanted to do things and I wasn't able to do because miguzi nafanya hivi.
And as you study, you read, you find out what other people think about it and stuff, and you get better every day. If your goal is to always be better than you were yesterday, yourself, not better than other people. I am better than I was yesterday, and tomorrow I will be better than the person I am today. Then you will always have a reason to feel good in yourself.
Be better, do better. It's a process. It's not going to come automatically, and we're not speaking to you as professionals, but as we're speaking to you as also young people who are also on this journey, and we're speaking to you guys as just a form of encouragement, because it's something that a lot of people are struggling with, and it's not the easiest thing to overcome. But God has you. God has your back. God is going to be there for you, and it clearly says that in 2 Timothy, in the first place, you are not meant to be fearful. You are not built for fear. You are built for power and grace and love, and to have a sound mind. Na kwa hayo machache. Thank you so much, Nyingi, for coming. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much for gracing our platform. I have been your host, Nyokabi Mburu. Kama kawaida, kama dawa. Just catch me next time, next episode. Make sure you comment whatever you've thought, whatever you think. If you enjoyed the video, like this video, comment, subscribe. Click on the notification bell. It feels so nice that I can say that, because I can't say that a lot in PCV. But like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit on the notification bell to get notified of any posts that we upload. I'm so thankful to have been here again. Thank you so much. God bless. Stay amazing, and I'll see you next episode.